Hello, lovely humans. Jen Foxbot here. Okay, so a lot of y'all, in response to my last video, were like, fuck capitalism. And I don't necessarily disagree, but it's complicated. So in this video, I'm going to make 2 points. Number one, that we don't really have a capitalist system. We don't really have a free market because capitalism requires regulation. Any economist, even the most conservative, like Alan Greenspan, would agree with that. So we'll get into that. And then number two, if we want to build better systems, we need to start from something that is achievable. And starting from a place of we need a different economic system isn't achievable from where we're at right now. Okay, so let's talk about the regulation part. So the period of greatest American prosperity is considered to be the 1940s to the 1970s. Wealth inequality was pretty low. We started to build all these really wonderful social programs to support folks. And what happened is, well, they worked really well, and so folks were like, we don't need these, and they started gutting them in the 70s. And so, for example, when Reagan came in, the marginal tax rate on folks making over $1 million a year, I believe it's individuals making $1 million and couples making $2 million per year in today's dollars or 2019 dollars. So Reagan came in, it was 70%, which means marginal tax rate, you're taxed 70% over any amount that you make over $1 million per year. So everything else you get taxed at a lower rate. Below that, above that, it's 70% tax rate, which I think is reasonable. And Reagan was like, nah, we're going to take that 70% and slash it to 27%. And that's when you start to really see the widening gap of wealth inequality. So that's one of the things that we could do to improve our economic situation, is to just bring back the marginal tax rate to the rates that it was when we were in our period of greatest prosperity. I believe Elizabeth Warren has proposed a high marginal tax rate on folks making over $10 million per year. She probably knows a lot more about this, so I trust what she believes is achievable. And so when it comes to regulation, let's look at data, let's look at historical facts, let's look at what other countries do, and acknowledge that in order for us to truly have a free market, whether we want it or not, we need to have regulation, because otherwise it devolves into monopolies, or what we're starting to see now is like oligopolies, which is a monopoly across multiple industries, like Amazon. Okay, number two. I guess that they kind of blended together. I kind of got to my point about, like, if we're going to build better systems, we need to start with things that are achievable. And that's really my goal, right? It's not to say, like, I don't want this or I want that. It's to say, like, what isn't working? Let's point out specific areas that are not working, and let's use data and evidence from the past, from other countries, from research studies, and really say, okay, well, how do we make things better? And we need to advocate for those policies. We need to just pound on the door of our representatives locally and federally. And we need to demand very specific things, because saying we don't want capitalism for our representatives is not a helpful starting point for them, right? It's not, that's just not going to happen right now. Maybe there is a better economic system, I don't know, but let's start to build better systems now, because things are pretty bad for a lot of folks. And I believe that our societal agreement, we all agree to live in this society, and we all agree to take care of each other and help each other out, and that makes it better for everybody, even if we disagree with each other. So let's build better systems by focusing on specific policies and voting for folks that truly represent our interests. All right, I hope that is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your thoughts. I love hearing from y'all. And, just please remember to be kind. Opinions are fine, beliefs are fine, but just be respectful. All right, thank you, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.